Hey guys, today we're going to talk about 3 common mistakes that solos make. So, number one is the build location. This is absolutely critical, and this will determine how your wipe goes. So, this is Rust maps. You can generally get the link off the Discord, which for whatever server you're playing, there should be a Discord where they vote on maps. You can actually plan out the best spot to build for yourself ahead of time, which is what I would recommend doing. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put on player spawn. This will show up on the map where the player spawn beach is. This is what we call tier one. And from there, you can work out which way the map's flowing. And then below tier one will be tier two. And then obviously below tier two, there'll be tier three. Any decent group or clan will be building in tier two or tier three. One, because of the monuments that spawn in those tiers. For instance, launch site will only ever spawn in tier three. Also, even the supermarkets, the gas stations, all the small monuments in tier one will have less loot. Tier three will be spawning multiple milli crates, for instance. So the loot is better at monuments in tier three in general. But if you're just starting out your Rust adventure and you're solo, I'm assuming you're new, otherwise you're not watching this video, or you're getting beat down a lot. Just stay away from tier 2 and 3 to start with, okay? Until you get better at the game. Now, the next thing to note on the Rust map, which you can sort of figure out before you head into the wipe, is the green, blue, red card triangles. Now, this is simply just a area of the map or a triangle in the map where you can jump in, grab a green card, head over to the next place, get the blue card, and then head to the next place and get a red card. This is extremely inviting for groups, good players, clans, because in one area they can get their red cards all in the same place. So this is another hotspot for good or competitive gamers that you want to try and avoid if possible. A prime location for solo to me is somewhere near the coast, possibly near a road or a lighthouse recycler. And if you can get a train track close by, that is the trifecta. Okay. A train line will help you get around the map, help you get to the outpost. This brings us into our second mistake, which is recycling in the wrong place. The reason I like lighthouse recyclers is that it's very easy to defend to another group, like a duo or a trio. There's usually one way in, one way out. And you can defend a lighthouse quite successfully as a solo versus, say, the harbor, which is super open, many angles to be shot from. So lighthouses are good. Radtown recycle room's really good as well. It's sort of similar, one door in, one door out. So pick the right recycler to recycle at. Stop farming loot for other people. Okay, now to number 3, my pet hate base designs for solos. I just did a quick Google and the first thing that popped up is this one. The perfect solo base, compact double bunker. Like this thing is 3 stories high. You're drawing attention. Okay. Go down to the next one, the arbiter. Like look at this thing. It has 2 windmills on it. Do you think that's going to attract attention or not? Now these bases are probably amazing designs and they probably work really well, but as you're starting out as a solo, you want to be inconspicuous. Basically, to a raider, if you look like you've built a good base, you know what you're doing, you're going to have loot. So you want to take that off the table. It doesn't matter how many bunkers or how strong your base is. If a raider wants to raid it, they will raid it. So your best defense is to look crap and be hidden. When you're starting out as a solo, the key is to be inconspicuous. You need to build something ridiculous like this. No one's going to think anything of it. Garage door, they're going to think you're a noob. Or something even smaller like this. These are 2 base designs I've put up. I can put a link in the description. I'm not trying to plug myself. I'm just trying to prove a point. If you Google this guy, he has amazing base design. He gets the game here. The piranha's awesome. He makes basically tiny triangle bases. Give him a look. Giza, some really good bases in there that are inconspicuous. And that's the key to solo play. I almost never get raided. It's very rare. And most of the time it's because I live out of a 2x1, like a 20-foot container, or it's because I make a full role-playing base around my core, like in this clip here. I've also made 20-foot container fishing villages. They never got raided. Done that multiple times. I've dotted 20-foot containers around the jungle, never been raided. And even if one gets raided, you've still got two or three. Um, this is, in my honest opinion, the best defense against raiding as a solo you can have. Look bad. Anyway, I hope these mistakes or, tips to rectify the mistakes help you guys out in the future. I'm getting a lot of comments about people being down and getting raided a lot as a solo and how toxic Rust is. You've really got to adapt and take on some strategies to be unseen as a solo. I think that's the key. I'd love you guys to drop a comment of any other solo strategies you guys use. I'm thinking of doing one about dive sites and things like that because they are untapped as a solo. Anyway, cheers for sticking around, guys.